Jaden Daniels, the rookie sensation. He keeps doing the impossible and he keeps convincing us that this is the greatest rookie season that we have ever seen. If you did not believe me, if you doubting that, show me a better rookie campaign. I'll wait. But let's not forget that the main agenda of the day is that the Ravens have pissed me off.
How about them Ravens? How about them Ravens?
Game. What did I say? Do you remember? At the start, literally, maybe the first 4 episodes of the show. What I say? I said, watch. Travis Kelce's gonna have a bad season, one of the worst seasons of his career, and he's gonna go beast mode in the playoffs. Merab Dvalishvili. I really don't like that dude. The Baltimore Ravens will be the reason I die of a heart attack at 25. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good? Are you fine? Are you okay? Jordan episode, baby. Episode 23. Who's the greatest? Who's the GOAT? I'm the GOAT. You got a problem with that? Come tell me, and I'll drop 60 on you and tell you I'm the GOAT. Because we've reached 23 episodes.
I should be honest with you, this is like episode 25. There's a bunch of recordings that we did, and then, we never got them out. So maybe if you're nice to me, you might get some archives.
But anyway, episode 23. We are here. A lot has happened. A lot has happened, and I'll get to that. Because right now is one of those days where I'm happy, but I'm angry. I'm hangry, and I'm not even hungry. But we'll get to that. Let me mind my manners. Dogotel, what's good?
What's good, man?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
chilling.
Good.
How's your latest episode on your podcast doing?
Oh, that's going to be a hit podcast. It's going to be lit.
Came out this morning, yeah?
Yeah. Came out this morning, and age restriction.
Age restriction. Please put the kids to bed for that.
Yeah. I love how we ended up with church that redeemed.
Yeah. We closed it off with church, which is always a need. Always a need.
100%.
After what we talked about. Anyway, how's Chelsea?
As I told you last year, I know my team. We're 5th on the log, back to where we started at the beginning of the other season, and we're about to play Manchester City, who just beat Ipswich Town. The team that we lost to, they beat them 6-0, and we lost to them
6-0.
6.
How
Jordan's record in the finals.
How does that happen? How does 6-0 happen in a soccer game? Professional.
Yeah, easily. You play a weak team.
Touche. What are they doing in the big leagues then?
They earned their way in the big leagues and they just played a very, very
shame. Richmond FC.
Huh?
Richmond FC.
well, Oil FC, yeah.
Damn, I don't even know what that is.
Oil Money FC.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh. Goodbye, Kremlin money. Okay. The NFL playoffs have started. We are 2 weeks in. I thought I'd be happier because we're 2 weeks into the NFL playoffs. So I thought, that's great football. That's I don't know, a month and a half of great football. Which it has been 2 weeks of great football. My mental health is on the complete down low though. All my horses are out of the race. Detroit, Jaden Daniels, our rookie, came in and dropped 45 on y'all. But I'm not mad at Detroit. I expected Detroit to lose because that team is a shell of itself now. It's not the same team that was playing in October, I want to say. But let me give you the score. Detroit Lions lost to the Washington Commanders 31-45. Jaden Daniels, the rookie sensation, he keeps doing the impossible and he keeps convincing us that this is the greatest rookie season that we have ever seen. If you did not believe me, if you doubting that, show me a better rookie campaign. I'll wait. We were convinced CJ Stroud was doing it last year, and then his buddy Jaden Daniels just came through and he said, "Hey, Fandiran, let me show you how it's done." And I can't even be mad at him. But let us start with the team I've been raving about. let's start with the team I've been praising all year, the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff played a decent game. 313 yards. Actually, you know what? No, I'm lying. I forgot that he had 3 interceptions. Yeah, I know. You know it's bad when you bring Teddy Bridgewater on the field. Teddy Bridgewater, who's that? Did you forget Teddy Bridgewater? Let me tell you who Teddy Bridgewater is. Teddy Bridgewater is a quarterback in the NFL who was retired until a month ago. He was a high school coach last month. Man, the offense, you put up 31 points. I would assume your offense did a good job, right? Like, even their numbers are very well, but Jaden Daniels just outplayed them. And I'm not even mad. I'm not even surprised that they dropped this much points. 45 points from the Washington Commanders. I'm not mad because I sat here and I said the Detroit Lions defense is hampered. It is hindered. It is compromised. It is hobiringana. It's just, you understand? And I'm not even mad at this loss. I am mad at seeing Dan Campbell lose. There's just something about watching a grown man cry. A grown man who does not look like he even has any tear ducts cry. It's like, yeah, we are human after all. But Jaden Daniels, 299 yards and 2 touchdowns, my boy. 2 in his second playoff game. And damn, Lamar didn't win his first playoff game until 3 years later. But he won his first MVP. He won an MVP before he won a playoff game, which is mad. But then again, Joel Embiid has won an MVP and he's never been to a conference finals. So what are we doing here? Okay. Moving on to the Chiefs and the Texans. Great game. It went the way we expected it to. What is happening with Kansas City's offense? How many times have they cracked 30 points this season? I can't remember. They didn't do it last week. They didn't do it last night. They beat the Texans 23-14. Now, Patrick Mahomes played a safe game. 177 yards with 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt had a good running game, but that's as good as it gets. Travis Kelce had a great game. What did I say? Do you remember at the start? Literally, maybe the first 4 episodes of the show. What I say? I said, watch. Travis Kelce's going to have a bad season. One of the worst seasons of his career, and he's going to go beast mode in the playoffs. What has he done? He has 7 receptions for 117 yards and a touchdown with an average yardage of 16.7 yards per catch. He's back. Yeah. The greatest tight end of all time is doing what the greatest tight end of all time does. He is catching touchdowns in the red zone. I am telling you, bro, when it gets to the red zone, especially at this time of the year, Patrick Mahomes just goes, bam, Kelsey's down there. And guess what Kelsey does? Bam, I got you, bro. I'm down here. That's what's been happening all season. Well, not all season, all throughout their entire run. And they've been killing dudes, man. They're about to three-peat. Watch them three-peat. Do you know why? Because the Ravens are out now. I don't believe the Bills. Actually, no, the Bills are a better team than the Kansas City Chiefs. That one I can say. However, oh my God, can I do something about this? Just throw it where?
Still alive. Anyway,
oh my God. This would never happen at Rap Studios, I'm just saying. So, that happened. And we had I love you, NJ. We had a great time watching Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Wasn't a bad game. Shout out to CJ Stroud. He did well. Went as far as we expected him to go as well. And I don't know what else we can say about that. Moving on to a game that I don't know, man. This game was weird. And it got scary for the Eagles for a while. But just because I'm scared of Matthew Stafford sometimes. He's the #1 overall pick for a reason. So very, very scared of him. However, the Eagles handled their business. Jalen Hurts didn't. Jalen Hurts did not. Here's the thing about Jalen Hurts. I can't even be mad at him. He knows when to play a safe game, and he knows when he has to sling the rock. He made 15 of his 20 pass attempts for 128 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Do you know why? He should be the MVP. He's not the MVP. Actually, you know what? He should be like second in MVP voting, if not third. And 2 months ago, I did say he's the MVP, but no, he's not. But last night, though, what he did do was rush for 205 yards with 2 touchdowns. His name is Saquon Barkley. Saw my children's names. But anyway, he had a great game, played well, carrying the Eagles on his big shoulders, and I like it. I like Jalen Hurts not having to bear the brunt of the responsibility for this Eagles offense, and hopefully they can do something. This is giving me that same feeling that I got when they got to the Super Bowl 2 years ago just to lose to the Chiefs. But Jalen Hurts is definitely not the same player he was then. They are giving me that vibe as a team simply because of the addition of Saquon Barkley. Giants of New York, how do you feel? You let Saquon Barkley go. Now look what he's done. Yeah. And the Rams played well. Matthew Stafford did his thing. 324 yards with 2 touchdowns. And Cooper Kupp, I want to see what Cooper Kupp did. 61 yards. He caught for 61 yards. There was a time where Cooper Kupp was the baddest receiver in the game. That was 3 years ago. How quick time flies, man. How quick time flies. But that's the wide receiver position. There's a best receiver every year. So I can't even be mad. Do you know why I can be mad? I need water. The Baltimore Ravens will be the reason I die of a heart attack at 25. I'm telling you now, I'm not happy. And I haven't been happy for a while now. And everyone was saying, I'm so confident in Baltimore. We're going to win. The Bills are in trouble. And I was the one person, the lone human being that said, I'm kind of concerned about this game. I'm kind of concerned about the Buffalo Bills. They picking up steam at the right time and they playing well and they are red hot. And Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, which means I can count on them to melt down, which is exactly what happened. Mark Andrews. One of the best tight ends of his generation. Probably one of the greatest we've seen in the sport of football as a whole. Mark Andrews, who we can say has glue on his hands at certain points in time, was in the end zone. Right there. It's 4th down. Last play of the game. A minute left. You are down 2 points. You just got the touchdown. And Mark Andrews gets the ball, catches the ball, and he fumbles it, and he drops it. And just like that, the Ravens season is over. And the Buffalo Bills are going to the AFC Championship game, where they'll inevitably lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Buffalo Bills are going to the AFC Championship game instead of the Baltimore Ravens, a team that we've been saying should go. Bro, Lamar Jackson has a playoff record of 3-5 now. Thank God the MVP is a regular season award. Because in the playoffs, he is no better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Who's Ryan Fitzpatrick? He's never even been to the playoffs. But they're the same player, essentially. Because what good are you if you're going to give me a great regular season, but when it's time to play well in the playoffs, you don't do that? And I'm not even being fair right now, because he had a decent game last night. He made 18 of his 25 passes, threw for 254 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. However, do you want to know how bad that interception was? It's all about what and when do you do it. We always say an interception in the first quarter is not as bad as an interception in the fourth quarter when the game is tight. Though those two, not all turnovers are made equal. However, tell me why in your most important game of the season, you decide to have the one game of the season where you have 2 turnovers, Lamar. You were going well. You were going well, bro. Do you know that against teams on the road, especially actually NFC teams, Lamar Jackson only had 1 interception this season? Last night, he got an interception and a fumble. Don't get me started with that interception. I'm sorry if you're listening to me on Spotify or anything of sorts, but if you're watching me, I want to show you, bro. This is the Lombardi Trophy, something the Ravens don't know anything about past Ray Lewis, but fine. This is the Lombardi Trophy. This will be my target. I'm Lamar Jackson. I'm the quarterback. That's my wide receiver. Why is the ball over here, bro? Why is he throwing the ball over there to a wide open corner? Is he colorblind? What was happening? It's because the Ravens were wearing white, so he was like, Konje, it's snowing in Buffalo, so let me just, is it? What was happening? That's the worst interception I've seen Lamar throw in his entire career, and he decided to do it in the most important game of the season. I'm not okay. But it is what it is, and it has happened. And we shall move on. And we shall see what happens next year. What else can we do, right? But anyway, so next week, we got the Washington Commanders, and they're going against the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship. Great game, great game. However, of course, the game everyone wants to see is the AFC Championship game, where we got
Who's playing that one?
Patrick Mahomes, not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is not even, can't even sniff it.
Lamar Jackson lost?
Boo-hoo. Oh, man. Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, the game of the week. And then obviously the winners of those two will get to the Super Bowl. I will tell you about that as time goes on. However, I'm really not happy. It's not okay because, fine, let's do this. Let's get violent. Again, UFC 311 came and went. What promised to be a great card turned out to be an okay card. We had injuries. I was excited for the main event. Islam Makhachev in his much anticipated main event rematch with Arman Sarukian. I wake up Saturday morning. How? Arman Sarukian, back pain. Now Renato Moicano is going to fight. Which, damn, that means Beneil Dariush is not going to fight because that's who he was supposed to fight. And immediately as I saw that, I was like, okay, fine. Can we just give Islam the title? As soon as Bruce Buffer announces the fight, can we just give Islam the title? Because there is no way you expect me to believe that number 10 ranked Renato Moicano is going to beat Islam Makhachev, who is most likely the greatest lightweight of all time now. He has one win away from tying Anderson Silva's win streak for the longest win streak in the UFC. He already has the most title defenses in the lightweight division. And he has the longest active undefeated streak in the UFC. What are we doing? Islam Makhachev is that dude. I slept on him before, but he's that dude. Do you see this thing just flying around? It's distracting me. Huskies, it's summer. This is why I prefer winter, because there's none of this. But in the co-main event, I'm not even going to tell you what happened in the main event. Fine. Merab Dvalishvili beat Renato Moicano in the first round by submission. There, done. Moving on. So, Merab Dvalishvili, I really don't like that dude.
He's got a cool name.
He's got a cool name, and I should probably stop hating because he really hasn't given me much reason besides beating a fighter I like. Objectively speaking, great fighter. However, I do have a problem with him not finishing any of his last 5 opponents. He always goes down to the decision, but that's because he has a tank engine in him, bro. That Georgian boy got a tank engine. He never stops. He made Umar Nurmagomedov look like a rookie out there. And this is Umar Nurmagomedov. Some people say he might be better than Khabib when it's all said and done. Well, not anymore. He officially has an L on his record. And we'll never forget that the GOAT Khabib retired 29 and 0. So that was great. I didn't even like that fight, man. The fight I did enjoy was the light heavyweight bout between Yuri Prochazka. And Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. That was a great fight. Yuri Prochazka has worked on his defense. Yeah, it only took Alex Pereira knocking him out twice, but he finally worked on his defense, and he is a great fighter. His head movement. He still doesn't believe in blocking. He still doesn't block much. But his head movement has gotten so much better, and you could see it in full display. Jamal Hill couldn't find a swing. Well, he could, but the swing wasn't landing. Yuri Prochazka, on the other hand, was cooking him, dissecting and slicing him. And in the third round, when I thought, oh man, is this really going to go down to the decision? No. The samurai did what the samurai does. Put Jamal Hill to sleep with a mean hook. Cut him clean. Boom. That boy felt like, I don't know, man. What falls comically funny? What falls in a comical way? I don't know. It just felt like a long pole. Just whoo. It was so funny, man. It was so funny. And Kevin Holland lost in the first round, 3 minutes in. So that officially gives him a record of 26-13. Still a fan favorite. Who cares? It's Kevin Holland. Did you really watch a Kevin Holland fight and expect him to win? Exactly. No, are you handling this? Really? We're done, though. Thank you, NJ. I gotta create a blooper reel for this. Okay. I'm done anyway. So let me just tell you about the NBA real quick in 2 minutes or less. So SJ is currently leading the MVP race. Good. I'm mad at SJ leading the MVP race. I'm tired of seeing Joker do it. Giannis is my favorite player, but he's not the MVP right now. SGA is cooking and he's playing well, and doesn't hurt that he has the best record in the West. And as Shaquille O'Neal says, best player on the best team. So what are we doing? Who's the MVP? Okay, now, in terms of standings, I'm just going to tell you the top four in each conference. Cavs, 35-6, still killing. They had a great duo of matches with the OKC. That other Thursday, OKC went to Cleveland and they lost. And then last Thursday, Cleveland went to OKC and they lost. So they split the series. You know, East and West teams get to play each other once per side, and I find that cool. Celtics 29-13, Knicks 27-16, Bucks 24-17. Now I can start talking about the Bucks. They're top 4 seed. Now we can do something. Thank you, Doc Rivers. Thank you, Dame. Thank you, Giannis. You finally figured out how to play basketball again. Yeah, all it took was the Emirates Cup. In the West, 35-7, OKC Thunder at the very top. Probably the best team in the league. I'll let you decide between the Cavs and the Celtics as well. The Rockets are still the second seed in the West. NJ, who do you know in the Rockets?
James Harden. I know. Hakeem Olajuwon.
My point exactly. Robert Horry took a great 3 last night. Memphis Grizzlies 27-15, and the Nuggets 26-16. Can I just say the Clippers beat the Grizzlies? I gotta find that picture. I sent it to NJ. I need to find that picture because I could not believe this when I saw it. The Grizzlies got handled. And blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's the Nets. The Clippers beat the Nets 126-67, dog. And that's how I'm going to close it. I don't know what's going to happen in Brooklyn. It's because D'Lo's on the team. D'Lo's on the Nets. D'Lo's on the Nets, and that's why the Clippers beat them 126-67. Because it was taking shots. Yeah, it was putting up shots. Anyway, that was that. I got happy at the end because I got to talk basketball, which I always love. But let's not forget that the main agenda of the day is that the Ravens have pissed me off.
How about them Ravens?
Yeah. Nothing. Not a damn thing. And okay, episode 23. I'm the greatest like Jordan, baby. That's it. Next time we're going to do Kobe. 25, I'll see what I do. Maybe that's going to be on my birthday, just to make it symbolic and everything. However, that was it. We'll talk next week when we talk more basketball, more playoffs. And For my basketball friends, you'll be happy to know that as soon as the football season is over, my undivided attention will be on basketball. So, yeah, plus the season will get hot by then. All-Star break time. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fun. More UFC, more violence, more iTalkSports. And as always, until next time, enjoy the violence.
For the win, baby.
Man. Aye, man.